Hi, my name is Heather Ramos, and I'll be performing the oxygen administration skills video today. I'm in my Nightingale uniform with my school badge. I have no facial piercings, and I have no artificial nails or nail polish. I wanted to show you my room so you can see my surroundings. I'm performing in front of a mirror, and I also have my table with my supplies. The first thing that I would do is before entering patient's room is to check the physician's orders. And I'm looking for the physician's orders for the flow rate, the oxygen delivery method, and then the duration of the therapy as well. Enter patient's room, close patient's door for patient privacy, perform hand hygiene. Hi, my name is Heather. I'm going to be your nurse today. Can you please tell me your first, last name, and your birthday? Check the wristband to confirm two patient identifiers. Okay, so the physician has ordered oxygen for you. And the way that we're going to do that is through a nasal cannula. There's going to be two prongs that sit on the inside of your nose and tubes that go on the outside of your ears. Did you have any questions for me? Awesome, let's begin. All right, so I take this out. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to assess the patient for his any type of respiratory distress. So I would look for and listen for respiratory rate, any type of sputum production, listen to lung sounds, and then also changes in his consciousness or changes in behavioral changes. I would also assess the patient if he's dizzy, and also look for the skin integrity around the bridge of the nose and then around the ears as well if there's any skin breakdown. Okay, so let's take a look at what this looks like for you. Okay, so we have the prongs that I was telling you about here. These are going to sit on the inside of your nose and then around your ears. Okay, so I'm going to plug this into a verified oxygen source. And then I'm going to adjust the oxygen to the delivery flow rate. The delivery flow rate for a nasal cannula is 1 to 6 liters per minute. Anything greater than 4 liters per minute will require humidification as to not break down the skin or dry out the mucous membranes in the nostrils. For this patient, the physician has ordered 3 liters per minute. Okay, so this is going to go right inside your nose and then around your ears. And I'm going to secure this by sliding up this device here to make sure that it's nice and snug. All right, how are you feeling? Are you comfortable? Fantastic. Okay. All right, so it looks like the nasal cannula has not been working. It hasn't improved your oxygen. So we're going to switch this out. So right now we have a non-breather mask. This can also be a partial non-breather mask. It has that capability. For this purpose, we'll use it as a partial non-breather mask. The flow rates for a partial non-breather mask range anywhere between 10 liters to 12 liters per minute. With a non-breather mask, it has to be inflated to at least 15 liters per minute. Okay, so same thing. Let's take this out so you can look. So this mask will go directly over your nose and your mouth, and then we have this green band that's going to go around your head and sit around your ears. There is this reservoir bag here that needs to stay inflated. If it's not inflated, that means that you'll be receiving an excess of carbon dioxide, which will not be good. That's exactly the opposite of what we want. We want you to be receiving oxygen. Did you have any questions for me? All right, fantastic. Let's go ahead and get you connected. So again, I would disconnect this and I would discard this nasal cannula. I'm going to connect this to a verified oxygen source and adjust it to the prescribed flow rate. Again, for this demonstration, we're going to use this as a partial non-breather mask. One of these is removed on the other side. And for a partial non-breather mask, again, the flow rates range from 10 to 12 liters per minute, and the physician has ordered 11 liters per minute. So it's going to go directly on over the patient's nose and mouth, and then the green band will go around the patient's head and sit over the patient's ears. Now we can adjust this so that way we have a more confirmed seal by pushing this metal piece down over. Okay. How does that feel? Are you comfortable? Fantastic. So another thing that we can note to increase the comfort of the patient and also to avoid any breakdown of the skin is to apply gauze pads in higher risk areas, such as around the ears, where the band would be laying, the bridge of the nose, where the mask is sitting. And then I'll also put this one on the other side and flip the patient around so that way you can see. Okay. All right, fantastic. It seems that your O2 levels have come back within normal limits, so we're going to go ahead and remove this. Disconnect, and then we'll take this off you. And we'll discard this. Okay. Are you in a comfortable position? Fantastic. There are call lights within reach, so if you need anything, just please let me know. Perform hand hygiene before I leave patient's room, and then I'm going to go ahead and document the procedure and the results in the patient's chart. Thank you.